The intention is that this book should strike a balance between knowledge and application, by combining scientific research with concrete examples, as well as illustrative stories. It is designed to be visual, practical, and easy to get through. Each chapter is written as a standalone guide to a particular brain area, and concludes with 5 tips for improving brain power in that area. Additional references to specific studies are also provided for those who would like to explore these in more depth. It is important to point out that, although the chapters are organized under separate, recognizable headings, it would be too simplistic to suggest that the brain works in a similarly clear-cut way. There are therefore inevitably some areas of overlap among chapters, which reflect the extensive activity and multifaceted nature of our brain. As neuroscience continues to gain momentum, more studies will undoubtedly be published. In the meantime, I hope that this book will whet your appetite and leave you wanting to find out more. Remember, it is always valuable to ask why. Why do we need to keep our brain in balance? Why are we emotional rather than rational? Why do we not remember accurately? Why can we not multitask? Why does our brain love and hate certain words? Why do we not see the truth? Why are we all biased? Why do we need to reignite our creativity? Why do most change efforts fail? Why do we need to manage our stress? Why do leaders need to learn about the brain? Why do we need to improve our lifestyle and daily habits? Chapter Overview. Chapter 1 provides a quick overview of our brain, how it is structured and how it functions, and the chapter also considers male-female differences and the nature-nurture debate. Chapter 2 explores our emotional brain, why we have emotions and how our emotions affect our memories. Chapter 3 looks at how memory works in our brain, the different types of memory we store and how to improve our ability to remember. Chapter 4 discusses our attentional system, its strengths and limitations, and why focus is essential to learning. Chapter 5 considers the impact and use of language, the power of certain words, and the endurance of storytelling. Chapter 6 offers insights into visual perception, explaining how our brain sees and why we are susceptible to visual illusions. Chapter 7 describes some of the biases that we carry within us and discusses why we have developed mental shortcuts to interpret information. Chapter 8 enters the world of the creative brain and provides some insights into how to reignite the creative spark that we all carry within us. Chapter 9 discusses the impact of change on our brain, explaining how habits are formed and how we can minimize the pain of change. Chapter 10 provides information about what stress is doing to us in today's world. It also describes the different symptoms associated with stress and offers some methods of handling stressful situations. Chapter 11 looks at leadership and how effective leaders need an understanding of the brain in order to get the best out of the people they lead. Chapter 12 offers a glimpse into our modern lifestyle and considers how we should protect our brain against daily challenges, with a specific focus on sleep, exercise, and food. Sitting on our shoulders is the most complicated object in the known universe. Michio Kaku, theoretical physicist and futurist, 1947 to present day. Chapter 1. Our Brain. About this chapter. The brain is the basis of everything we do. How we behave, feel, remember, pay attention, create, change, influence, and ultimately live. Learning about how our brain functions is an important starting point to understanding why we do what we do. Even though it only weighs around 1.5 kilograms, our brain is complicated. With the advent of neuroimaging techniques, we are now able to see inside the brain and explore its function and structure in greater depth. But despite new advances in neuroscience, neurobiology, and neuropsychology,